Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my first graders curriculum for the school year of 2021 to 2022, and I'm excited to share these things with you. So if you are new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to give you different curriculum ideas, organizational ideas, and ways to invite Christ into your homeschool space. So if you're interested in those things, please hit that subscribe button and let's get into this curriculum. Okay, so when this video has come out, I will already have 4th grade curriculum out and 3rd grade curriculum out that you can check out if you want. And then this will be 1st grade curriculum. And then I will have a group curriculum coming out of like our group studies, everything we do together, like our history and all that kind of stuff. So you can look for that video. It will be coming out after this one. And so today we're just gonna be talking about my 1st graders curriculum, and I'll make sure that other curriculum videos are linked down below so you can check them out. And let's do this. Okay, so the first thing that my son does when he starts his day is his scriptures. And this is the Come Follow Me curriculum. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and this is what we're studying. We're currently studying the Doctrine and Covenants, and then in January of next year, we'll be studying the Old Testament. We kind of rotate by academic year, not academic, by calendar year, not academic year. That's why our curriculum will switch mid-year. But I actually make this booklet. I just kind of go through the curriculum for that month and create what I think, like some different activities. I put down a scripture that they can focus on for the week and practice handwriting and different things like that. So this is what they'll be working through. This is a free download on my blog if you're interested. I'll just link the current one down below because I'm only on the current one, okay? I can't get further ahead at the moment. Life is a little crazy, so this is where we're at. And so I'll make sure this one's linked down below if you just want to check it out and see how it is. Okay, the next thing that he will be working on in his homeschool day is math. And we've been using the Math Made Fun from the Moffat girls for a couple years now. I've used it for my older kids as well. He's been using it since pre-K, and it's really worked well for him, and he's really enjoyed it. And so we're going to continue using this. And so you buy this on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can buy a whole bundle, which is for the whole school year, or you can just buy individual units if you only want to focus on that. Or if you want to kind of have it as a supplement to other curriculum you're already using, you could go through and buy the ones that are just applicable for what you want. But I really loved it because I love that there's a hands-on. Obviously this is all hands-on, you're writing stuff down, but there's also centers, which I'll show you in a minute. So there's an extra hands-on thing to it, which if you've been around here, I'm all about the hands-on learning, and I just think it's so important. So this is unit 1 for 1st grade math, and this would be numbers to 120. So each unit comes with a no prep packet, which is what you see here. So it just has a bunch of activities. So it has some more like activity type pages and some like practice type pages that they can do. So this is just gonna give them tons of practice. I'm gonna drop it with a whole bunch of numbers and then writing out the numbers versus seeing the number. What do they call it? Numerals? I don't know. I love math, but I don't know the difference. I don't know what they're called. That's what I'm trying to say here. Just stop talking, Jackie. Anyway, so they have this, which I really love. And then they have the centers. So this one has a lot of centers, and so it's in a big bin. Some of them I have in like half of these bins, like the half size of this bin, because they're a little bit smaller and they don't have as many centers. So let me just hold some of these up. So this is kind of an example. It shows what the center number is here, if I get that nice glare from the window going on. And then in here, this is just doing mystery numbers. So you pick a number, it tells you right here, find the space on the board and then fill in the number. So there's just lots of different activities like this. So there's one where they're filling in numbers on a pencil strip. And then these are fun too. There's some different puzzles. I was gonna call these pencils. They're not pencils. And then on the actual puzzles themselves, I think they have numbers, so ordinal numbers. That's like first, second, third, fourth. So you can see down at the bottom, that's what they have. So my kids usually just put the puzzle together by looking at the pictures. But if you look down here, you can put them together even faster if you put the ordinal numbers in the right order. So I really love that. There's so many different activities, and she also has lesson plans for it as well. And so those are included with the bundle. You can just go look at them and she'll tell you from day to day what center to pull out, what practice pages to do in this no prep booklet. And it also has pre-tests and post-tests, post-assessments. My vocabulary is lacking a lot today. But anyway, so you can use those, and I just think it's very helpful because I just open the book, see what they need to do today, pull it out, put it in their drawers, and then we're ready for the next day. So it's very simple, and I really love how she's included lesson plans. Okay, so the next thing is reading. So we're gonna hold this up. This is all about reading, and we've been doing this year. We're on level 1, and he is doing really well with it. My daughter didn't do as well with it. That's why we switched her to the Abeka readers, but he's been doing well with it, and my oldest went through this program as well. I have not been as diligently going through the program as I did with my oldest. I just feel it's a little bit like not so fun. Sometimes, I don't know what the word is. It's a little monotonous, I guess. But there's so many things in here. What I really love is it teaches them rules. So as they look at words, they can learn how to read even better and faster. It's helped me actually with words. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know all these rules existed. And now I do, maybe more than I ever wanted to know. So it's really great. There is a lot of other things included. There's flashcards. I just didn't pull everything out. There's flashcards. There's little like magnet tiles. They can help like spelling words. They have an app that can also do that, which we've used it like over a year ago. It wasn't my favorite. It didn't work super well. Maybe it's better now. But I really like this. So there's this book, and then there's this one that has some activities in it. So a lot of them I've pulled out and like laminated and stuff. But they have these little flip books so that they can practice different words that start with the same letter or end with the same things. They have some different activities in here. Like I said, most of them aren't in here anymore because they've taken them out. But so they have this activity, they have different things in here. And then I just have my husband buying these on campus because it's cheaper. And so, because it comes in a like bound book, whatever it's called. Again, I can't speak today. I just can't, my brain's like not producing words. And so they just cut it off and then put the spiral bound because it's just a lot easier to flip through a book when it's spiral bound. And then it also comes with these readers. They don't use them every single day. You could use them every day, which we sometimes do. We just read a story instead of going through the book for the next like rule. And it just has a whole bunch of different stories in here. I think now these are in color. I have is it level 3 and 4? I think they're both in color. But when I bought these ones, they weren't in color yet, but I believe they are now. And so they're beautiful in color as well. But they have a whole bunch of short stories in here that are really fun for kids to read. My kids enjoy the stories. And so that's what we're gonna be doing for reading, and as long as it goes well, we'll kind of stick with that. Okay, the next thing is grammar, and we're gonna be using the Moffat Girls Grammar. With my 2 oldest, their first grade year, I used Abeka, and I actually liked the first grade year, but I did not like the next year, and it did not work well for us. And so I'm just gonna have him use this instead. And so this is first grade. She just has a first and a second grade one, and you can buy it off Teachers Pay Teachers and just download it and print it out. And it's split into, she has 4 different sections for the like 4 different quarters of the year, or she has tons of different units. So like there's one for capitalization and punctuation, like one for nouns, you know, all the different things split up into smaller units. So you can kind of print it out however you want to. So this is one of the quarters, which is what I printed out. So this will be the first one he's working on, and it goes through capitalization and punctuation. Wow, this video is getting great, guys. There's all sorts of things. So then we have nouns. So this is what I mean. So this unit is nouns, but you could print it out just as this is capitalization. Then you could print out just a nouns one if you want to, or you can print it as a huge book. So that's what he's gonna be working on for grammar, and we'll see how it goes. And then we're gonna use Sadler Vocabulary Workshop. I've used this for my older kids. I've really enjoyed using it. That might be kind of a lie. I don't really like vocab, so I feel like this works well enough considering it's vocabulary. That's an honest statement, so we'll go with that. Anyways, and so this is for the first grade. I don't know if they have anything for kindergarten, but that might just be too early. Don't torture your children that early. But anyway, so this one is really great. It's very simplified. Like some of the older ones have a lot more reading in them and a lot more writing, but obviously this one I feel like caters really well to where kids are at that age. And it has, instead of having to write everything, you know, they can just draw dots, for the vocab. And this one, I don't know if this one has story. Oh yes, it does. I remember now. So the older ones have stories written out, and you can listen to them online. It has a link right here, so my kids love putting on the headphones and listening to them. These ones also have stories, but they just don't have it written out. They just have the pictures and then the vocab right here. So this is gonna be really fun for him. I'm sure he's excited to be able to wear his headphones. And then we're gonna do handwriting level 1 from the Good and the Beautiful. I'm trying to repent and do better with handwriting. I'm like, they'll just figure it out when they figure it out. I know, I never thought I would be this kind of person, guys. I'm very like strict down the line, but with homeschool lately, I've just been like, whatever, they'll figure it out eventually. So this is kind of what it looks like in here. They can draw some pictures. It says choose a picture to draw over on this side. So I'm excited to try this out. I haven't used anything from the Good and the Beautiful, so this next year is gonna be our first year doing that. And then for spelling, we're doing Spelling UC level A. I think we were going to start this last year, and then we just didn't. So it's, here we go again. But I have used this for my daughter that's just older than him, and it's worked really well for her. It didn't work well for my oldest, so we switched his curriculum. But this one will just start out mostly with practicing writing words, whereas as they get further into it, it'll have little story passages, and then they'll practice spelling those. And so this is kind of what the first pages look like. I just pulled them out. And you can buy a new book every year. I just buy the book once, rip out all the pages, and make copies of it. That's easier for me, and it saves me a lot of money, especially when I have multiple kids using it. And so this one, you know, he'll just practice writing the words. This might be too easy for him, so I might move a little bit further down because these are the very first ones. So I might move further down into where he's just spelling the words completely by himself, whereas this gives a lot of helps here. But I think all the 3-letter words he could probably spell completely by himself at this point. So we might have to bump him a little further in. And then the last thing is Spanish. He's already started doing some Spanish. His older sister, they do Spanish together. And that we've been doing the Homeschool Spanish Academy, which when this comes out there, I will already have a review of what I think of the curriculum. So I'll make sure that's linked down below. And so we'll either be doing that or talk box, not talk back to mom, okay? Don't talk back to mom, talk box mom, because we're using that for my older son's Japanese curriculum, and so far it's been really great. So we might be doing a mixture, we might just do one or the other. It's not like solidified yet. By fall it will be. I'm still trying to, the jury is still out on what exactly I want to do, but they will be doing Spanish together, you know, or at least learning together. I don't know if they'll be taking the lessons exactly together because sometimes that ends up in fighting. But they will be doing Spanish, and so he'll have that and be practicing a little bit. So that's all of our curriculum for first grade. I hope it was exciting for you. This video was a little like all over the place. My brain is like frazzled today for some reason, but hopefully it made sense enough for you to be able to pick curriculum for next year. So if you enjoyed seeing this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.